Hello and welcome back. Right. I have this contract to complete. Let's get cracking. No workers here. Let's get going. We have also got to plant our own field as well. Really seriously. I think I'm going to grass it and sell the silage. The price of silage, I'll double check that, but I have watched another couple, and obviously now you don't need to buy the biogas plants. It's a matter of selling the silage. Mind you, I need to buy a clamp as well. Could do it though. We've got the field, that's the main thing, and it does grow frequently. We've half got mowers and things like that, so yeah. Would like to start. I mean, I'm seriously thinking of a lot of things, but it's best long-term goals is what I think is best. It's not always. Sometimes like greenhouses, we could go into greenhouses in a big way. But we've already got productions. I think our sugar production is excellent for that. It's nearly time to, yeah, it is truthfully next month is time to plant. Would you actually thinking about it? If we do go the grass route, that can be planted when? I'm sure it's almost any time, isn't it? Any time from March. So it's still March to November planting season. So it is still next month. So I've got a month to decide. So basically this play session to see what's what. Let's turn the time up a little. I think times 3 seems to me to be quite a good time. How much this is going to cost for us to put seeds in. That was the only thing that was a little bit not sure with cotton. We are aiming for realism, so we'll have to go backwards. Will I time-lapse this? I think it's highly likely, because if we're doing it ourselves, I think this is going to take a while, so I am going to say my words that I always say when we're going to go into time-lapse mode, and that is, I shall see you guys and girls on the other side. Right, I'm going to talk. Huh? I have not. I have not said. I've not completed it. Oh my life. Okay. I was coming to finish because I don't leave contracts not done. But if the contract's gone wrong, which it has, and won't let me have access, even though I have not. Wow, that is unbelievable. Okay. Well, it is what it is. That was the stupidest thing I've ever done. I have no idea why I tried to do a 3-meter sowing contract on a field of that size. That was so ridiculous. I regret it. Right. One thing I have got to do right now, we are literally going to switch this off now and let's drop it off. Wow. I have never known contracts to take so long. That was so silly of me. Right, let's move this out of the way. I'm going to extend this field somewhat. I don't know how to do it. What's the right way to do this? Oh, great. Don't know how far to come as well. Not mega long, that is something I do know. Okay. Oh no, it is the other way. I think I'm going to have to get the telehandler to do this if I'm honest. Can't see this twiddling around. Just by me going backwards onto it. No. If I wobble onto the tines, will that do anything? No. Right, okay, that's for another day then. I'm not having an hour odd of like going round and round on that thing. I need to do something nice. I feel, yeah, there's no contracts. I can't remember how we left this. Yeah, right. Okay, February. We need to sow our own field. Oh, we are going to need to get that then, aren't we? Truthfully. Telehandler's right there. Being silly. I had forgotten. I need... telehandler tools are over there. I need either the spikes or pallet fork. Something with a long reach. I think the spikes are down at the... Right, let's see if we can flip that over. I don't know. Yeah, oh my life, that was so numbing doing that. Really numbing. I need to do something that I like. And I think I'm definitely going to be setting the worker going on doing that with a 3-meter thing, because it is going to take hours, and we'll go and hopefully do something like a nice fertilising contract that's actually going to bring in a little bit of money. Talk about ridiculous. Let $3 grand 3,000 I got for that contract. Really? An hour of my time for 3,000 euros. Oh, I knew the second I said that what I've got to do. Right, and then what I have got to do as well. Let's grab we need to grab the seeds, because I think I've got a plan coming. I know where we're going to go, so what I need to do is grab seed off the grass. I think we'll probably come as far as that. Let's keep quite a lot of this, but I do want to extend this field. Oh yes, yeah, let's push that along a bit. I'd forgotten it does that. Yay, it's quite useful knowing it does that. The only thing that is a little bit annoying though is, how do I get 100% with my bucket? Right, anyway, we've done what we wanted. I do actually enjoy extending fields. I always have done. Let's grab the subsoiler And let's extend this field. Okay. Let's first of all sort where we're going to. Lines. Let's make sure. Have I done clear fields? Yes, I have. Right up to the grass. Let's do the outline first. Wow, for saying I did a straight line, I did some rather weird little bumps. Right. Yes, so this is going to be out. Look at that. It does do some right weird. It doesn't go straight. Right, let's get out that line about roughly there. We've gone a tad too far, but I'm sure we can blend it. Okie dokie. What we'll do after this, being as there's no decent contracts, just make sure I have in my productions, yeah, plenty in both. To do some painting as well at some point to make this look something like yes, this is going to be a long planting session tomorrow. I'm hoping they give us some good contracts that we can clear off and do whilst for once, even if it costs £5 after doing that planting session today with a 3-metre planter. Seriously, I have had my fill of planting for now. If it was larger, I don't think I'd mind. I have done. It's weird how the difference between a 3-metre and a 4.5 metre. I've done quite a few Let's Plays with the Universal Optima on FS19 with the 4.5. Mind you, I used again. No, I'm sort of thinking I always do workers, or always did workers on FS19 because the price was reasonable, and I always used to use course play. So yeah, I don't suppose I ever have. I don't mean ever, but it wasn't the norm courseplay, I would set usually 2 courseplay workers with 2 4.5 metre planters. So yeah, I don't suppose I am used to doing 3 metre things like that. So yeah, it is a new experience. I sort of enjoyed it, but sort of didn't. It was just, I suppose what I mean is, I did enjoy the actual thing. It was, I was not ready for how long it was going to take. Literally well over an hour, more like an hour and a half to do that one contract for just under 3 grand. It's the sort of thing I should have done with like a 18 or 12 metre, then it wouldn't have been a bad contract, because you would have done it quite quickly. But on a 3 metre? Seriously? It was quite a big field as well. I never realised how, on the map you think, yes, it's not that big a field. Oh my life, it was a monster. Well, I suppose it was a monster when you compare it to a 3 metre planter, I guess. If I'm stuck with that for a while, I think we'll definitely be employing a worker to do that, even if it costs me thousands, because I'm worth it. Oh my life! Yes, that is not something I wish to do tomorrow morning on the next play session. It was definitely enough of a go today. Yes, after this what we'll do is we'll literally sleep through till tomorrow, and mind you, I will check our refresh contracts first, because it would be nice to get a contract done today. Just no more seeders or planting contracts, unless they're massive and they're providing it and we're borrowing. Not really good money either, not like fertilising contracts. They are, in my opinion, the best little earners on the bigger fields, because you can have a good throw with some of the fertiliser spreaders, like ours is a 42 metre. Well, in fact, both of ours are a 42 metre. One more strip, excellent. Still got quite a lot of yard. I didn't want to go mad and literally steal half of the yard, but I did think there was one thing I would like to, now that we're starting to get equipment. We've got a grape tractor. We've had that for ages. We've also got a grape trailer. So seriously, I have wanted, obviously it was one of the things I always wanted to try on Haut Beyleron. I know we can do it on any of the maps, but obviously it's very appropriate on a French map where literally vines are commonplace in France. So I thought it was appropriate. Let's put it that. Oh, let's just undo. We don't want it dropping. Right, smashing. Okie dokie. So then, let's refresh contracts. You're having a laugh. It's bigger than mine, but it's still, I'm not having a go at that. I've had enough of sewing. Wow, you can't even borrow anything for that one. Oh wow, it actually really does refresh. No. Okay. That then. We've tried hard to actually sort that out. And oh, that's right. I was gonna. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stick to our original plan. That's gonna be sugar, beet, and we'll set a worker going with the contract. So for now, we are gonna literally go to buys and 7, because it is summer. Sorry, late spring, summer. In fact, no, it's early spring, really, isn't it? March. Don't mind about late spring. Right. Excellent. Right, okay then. Top priority. Let's move you out of the way. You're a little bit too close now. Let's grab the Vulture. Where have I put the Vulture? Where have I put the Vulture? Ah. You know, sometimes you just can't get the staff. Ah, of course I need to lime that, yes. Ah, that is a point. If you're going to do lime, and it needs to be done before you do your planting, doesn't it? So, let's just see, is it just the new bit that I've done? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look at our field. Yeah, it is just that bit. Right. Let's get the lime in this. Wow. Believe how. We did a contract for 2,000 and we've done enough damage to this that it would cost us about £4,000 to repair the tractor. Does that seem fair to anyone? Okay, just seems ridiculous, doesn't it? Now, if it was fertilising contracts, I understand, but really? I suppose when you consider its throw on it is so stupendous, it is bound to get rid of lime at an alarming rate, isn't it? Truthfully, I should easily do it this time though. Let's get this done. Whether it needs it or not, we may as well give it just go. At least it's getting limed. In fact, that is a point actually thinking about that. Ooh, it's fully fertilised apart from the bit that we've obviously just done, so actually we can add fertiliser to the new, which we'll obviously do for our own. I'm going to set the sugar beets being planted. That's a point. No, we might need that for fertilising for the contracts. Let's drop this off. And yes. Scrap. We should fill this with fertiliser and seed. I know we're going to be coming backwards and forwards like a yo-yo. This is where a seed tender would be useful. Now we want to change that to sugar beets. Lovely. Let's grab some fertiliser. Excellent. I'll be glad when we can get some seed tanks, because 200 litres of seed is seriously not good. Now we're going to do a couple of headlands for the fact that we've got way too much equipment this close to this edge, so I want to give a couple of headlands at least to the worker, and I know I'm going to be backwards and forwards with seed like a yo-yo. Do 2, and then we'll fill up so that we get maximum out of it, and we'll set the worker going. Oh wow, I didn't realise it really is how quickly cotton is. This actually doesn't go down very much at all with sugar beet, but cotton, it was going down like the wind. It seriously was. So it does. I did know, but what I mean is I'm not used to what goes down quickly, unless of course it's sugarcane, in which case I am totally used to it going down quickly. It goes down so quickly, it's unbelievable. The run, and then we shall fill up those still. It's silly not to. It just gives the worker longer because he's still gonna need refills. There's no way 200 litres is gonna make. Mind you, hang on a minute. We have still got the Lemken, haven't we? Let's have a quick look. Ooh, now I've wanted that for ages. I know we have got a back mower, but that's both. Seriously, that is an absolute bargain. Go on then. I will buy that. That is phenomenal. Oh wow. Always wanted to try that, but it's I wasn't willing to pay that, but that is an absolute bargain for a mower that does all in one pass. I know it's not quite as big as the others, but nevertheless it's very convenient. Right. Let's just get that weird mist strip that I've done, and then we shall fill this up. Why will it not let me fill the seed side of it? Sometimes you have to go off the trigger and then come back on, don't you? Let's try that. Nope, it's not having any of it again. Now is that still saying harvested? It is. Does that mean it's finished? Surely it's not. I've only had 2 harvests. I'm sure it's 3 years you get out of sugar cane. Right, anyway. Let's let this go in, and then we're going to have a look to see not what we've obviously what it is, because we've just seen, we just bought. That is good. So we definitely need to start on some grass next. Next field we need to do is a grass field. Right, okay then, contracts. Let's please give me a... It's not offering... It's wrong, isn't it? It's not actually offering you to borrow things. That one is. But none of these others are offering you equipment to lend. And there's no way I'm going with a 3 metre planter to do that. Hooray. Oh, spraying. Excellent. 3 contracts to get our teeth into. Fantastic. So 18 and 43. 43 is really near to us. Is it across the road? I think. 44's there. Oh, it's a big one. Wow. Okay. We'll get that one done first, though. Let's send that on its merry way. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way because this never seems to... I know, let's actually give it a chance. Every time I send the AI worker to do an actual job that is more than go to, if it gets set field work, it never. Let's just set it going there. Let's see, we should keep a good eye on this because it always just goes around in circles, which is ridiculous. Every time I've sent one recently, that's all it does. Goes around in circles. Right, where is our... Where is our... I'm blind today. Literally, I just... Oh, it's over there. I knew it was here. Right. Let's just top this up. What I was going to say before I looked at what was on special offer today was the Lemkin has a front box, but it only does seed, doesn't it? Which is obviously still useful, but... Right, let's set this going then. And yeah, we'll do this on ourselves, definitely. Let's have a look. So where is the contract? The fertilising is field 13, which is up top. Can't remember exactly. It's not that far up top. It's just under the aqueduct. Okie dokie then. Let's go and do it ourselves. Once we get across this field, I'm just going to have a quick look to see if we're driving around in circles, we're actually doing things. Every single time I've sent a contractor to do field work over the last few days, he's been going around in circles. I can't see anything, it's too far out of your view. Let's have a look. Oh my life, you are going around in circles, aren't you? This is what I'm on about. It's incapable of doing it. It's ridiculous. It'll sit there wasting money for hours on end and do absolutely nothing. Ludicrous. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Right, let's do it manually then. How silly is that? Wow, we've got quite a collection of tools now, and quite a lot to do with the grass work. Quite a lot indeed. So we've got a massive mulcher, but unfortunately that's not much good for... Wow, I'd forgotten I'd bought that. That is great. Yeah, that's for doing silage, and that is for doing our sugar beets. Excellent. Right, let's get stuck into this these contracts to get our money back up. Yeah, we are seriously... So, obviously what we need to do now is, this coming year, is plant some vineyards. I don't know whether to buy a new field, but you don't necessarily have to go massive straight away. I think the first year, as we have with many things, because the harvest is so expensive, we would probably lease for the first year for the harvester. I mean, we've got this fantastic tractor, the Landini. I always did have an idea that hopefully we would... I also know that you don't necessarily need the fancy fertilisers. You can actually do it with a standard one. If it's got a long reach like this, you would leave one strategically placed slightly bigger row so you can actually get down it with something like this. Now, if I remember, I think I can get up this way and go left. Yeah, so you can strategically use something like this down every now and again on a row. You'd have to work that out and mark the field with a bit of painting, or unless you were very good at... Oh, yeah, I suppose you could drop a piece of equipment to do the same thing. I'm quite chuffed with the money. I know I say we're really going into equipment, but it is equipment that we will need, and that now we really have got a complete mower set up, and we've also can collect grass loose and also make silage. So although I think we need a baler, but there's a really reasonable baler now, so we could do grass bales with that and then put it through the extractor. So yeah, we've got a means to make super silage ourselves, and then we can sell that at the BGA. Now I understand that you don't really need to own the BGA to actually make this work on this particular on FS22. It's more about you can do the production side, and no doubt would earn you a lot of money. Well, I presume it would earn you a lot of money for saying it's 1.5 million or in just under 500,000 even for the small one. I presume that's surely got to net you quite a bit. Just check, is this 13? No, it's not, it's 15, so we need to go straight over this, and it's to the left after this. Come on, don't get stuck on the railway lines. Just my luck to get walloped, as we have done once before on this Let's Play. My poor Valtra got smashed because of the lack of a warning that you get. Right. It's down there. Okay. What's this one here? Come a little tad too far in at that. That's more like it. Wow, in fact, actually, no, I'm actually going a bit out at that. Let's get this right. I'm wasting fertiliser, and I don't like wasting anything. See, it's weird though how the animation for 1 second doesn't go far enough, and then the next second does. I know you can see the shadow, but again, some crop types are better than others for you being able to see your the shadow. This is a really weird one. What is this? Is that covering? Yeah, it is. It is covering it all. Doesn't look like it is though. But it is. Yeah. Say the throw doesn't look like it's actually going to the edge of the field when you look at the animation, and yet it actually is. Quite confusing. Now this is quite an uphill type of job, so I think what I'm going to do is go side to side rather than up. I'll have to go at an angle because it really doesn't like it's reaching its limit. I need to upgrade this. Its engine is the smallest one, and it really doesn't like the hills, which I can't blame it. It's or did I upgrade it? I can't remember now whether I did or I didn't. Let's have a quick look. Yeah. Let's cut it through at an angle. Yeah. Let's have a quick look and then pull down like so. No, a bit more like that. Actually, this is levelling out a bit now. I think we're okay. Ish. Sorry, I hate doing this. I'm trying to get better at this, but this is weird. It's just it's throwing me a bit with how. Need to look where's. It's over this section then. Shouldn't be far off now. Should get the work field completed at some point. Oh, don't tell me I've done it again. Don't tell me I've fertilised the one for herbicide in. Oh, I bet I have. Oh, I haven't. Thank goodness for that. So what have I missed? Where have I missed? Oh. A bit here. Smashing. Let's collect on that. 43, how much have you done? Let's just have a quick look how you're doing. Excellent. We should just finish this ourselves now. Ugh. Doing a cracking job though, I have got to say. This is a bit of a shorter session. I'm going to bolt this onto the previous session, so yeah, I shall literally be ending any second. This will be my last contract, and then I shall restart the session next time. I'm going to leave it here. I'm literally going to leave this because I'm going to bolt them together. So I'm going to say goodbye for now.